everybody? We're back again. I know it's been a long time since I made a video. It's been 3 or 4 months. It was a video of me kind of putting my car together, and it's since that video I've quote unquote finished it to the point where we've been driving it, going to car shows, doing a little racing and stuff like that. We actually just got back from Poly LS Fest in Texas. Awesome experience. It was the first year. We didn't win nothing, obviously, because we have the hoopty with a good turbo kit. But anyway, some other news. A lot of people already know, already seen. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video or not. I don't remember because I don't watch my own videos. But right up here you can see the new business sign, Street Carr Fabrication. We bought it from Donnie out of Birmingham, Alabama. And we grabbed the 18-wheeler and a wrecker, rotator, use it for a crane. Got all his stuff over there in Birmingham. It was about an hour north of Birmingham, actually. Brought it all over here to Shreveport. Got it all set up. Got a bandsaw, some laser engravers. Got his milling machine. It's kind of an old hoopty also, but that's what I'm used to. That's what I drive. And I have absolutely zero experience with machining or programming or anything like that. A little bit with two-dimensional with a plasma table, which that I still sucked at. So Donnie came over here for about a week, and he gave me and my dad, Jennifer, my wife, a training class on it. We all learned the best we could, and that was in early January, and now it's early June, mid-June now. So I've been running the machine for several months now, running Donnie's old programs of the billet adapters from a single or dual pipe to the open or divided rectangle flange, turbo flange, T3, 4, 6, or 100. And I'm actually just now doing my first custom request. Most of the time they're socketed where a pipe or tube can slip down in it. I have a customer, Archer Fabrications, is doing some 2-port new Supra exhaust manifolds, turbo, and he wanted a bevel to protrude out, so we modeled it up. He ordered 10. He's an awesome guy, and I messed my first one up. Let me grab it real quick. Messed my first one up. We did this one Friday night before we left for LS Fest. Got the radius I was supposed to get over here and found the wrong contour over here, and it just zinged it off there. So this is scrap, So just threw the second block of stainless in there, and I just spaced it and paused it so I can take a video real quick. But I'm fixing to continue milling the operation 1 of this new custom flange. And hopefully soon. I've got everything. Some of the tooling still coming in. But I got the material to make some custom billet valve covers. I'm still working on the model on that. Donnie had a model that ended up not working out for his valve cover, but I'm making my own style of valve covers to try to kind of be out of the box, creative, good looking valve cover. And I know there's a lot of billet valve covers out there, but we're gonna make our own anyway. And so, working on that. We got some other things in the works, just as I learn, tooling and machining and stuff like that. So I got the welding down. Perfect, welding's good. We got the welding down. Time to move on. Buy a 3-axis CNC machine, that's what we're doing now. Still building cars, because this thing kind of runs by itself. When I put a tried and true program in it, I can just kind of walk away from it. As long as the bit doesn't break, we're good. Only walking about 10 or 15 feet away to work on a car. We've built a lot of really cool cars here in the last couple of months. I hate that I wasn't able to document any of it, but right now I got a really cool build in here. The last really cool build is kind of like, besides my car, Gavin's Black Mustang. We did all titanium turbo kit. But for now, I'm gonna throw a couple little videos up of what we've been doing with my personal car. Like I said, we went to LS Fest, and I paid for drag racing to get VIP parking, so I wouldn't have to park outside the facility. And since I did that, I decided to go just play around with all the big boys, and my car was not set up for, you know, no prep racing conditions, and that's what we had to work with. So I'm gonna throw up a couple videos real quick, and then I'm gonna throw some, I think the YouTubers call it B-roll in, doing some machining on some of this stuff. And I really don't know where this video is gonna go, but I'm gonna try to get back into it because I've got all of the I need my stuff right now done projects finished. And so we're back in a just chill, relax, kind of positive vibes only mood in the shop. I can start prototyping new parts and just really focusing on, you know, building the cars again. And I got a lot of really cool stuff fixing to hit. And so yeah, we're gonna bring you over here and get some video of the mill running, and so y'all can check it out. Check out the new business. This is the first face of it. I like to, after it runs, I have the op stop on. That way I can check the finished face of it to make sure it's not chattered if I need to drop it down just a hair. Which this is what we're going to end up with right about here. And so we're going to go ahead and let it finish up and see how it turns out. See it right here. Yeah. It's a finished. Operation 1. I have a few adjustments I need to make. A few adjustments I need to make on the roughing of the inside. I need to, yep. And go a little deeper on the rough on the inside to my ball end mill. Shoot up a little bit. Got a little hot actually for my rougher. Not going all the way down, but we can fix that fairly simple. Just finished up the final little passes, and you can see the bevels on it. Everything turned out smooth. We're going to ship this one to Archer Fab and let them make sure it's how he wants it. Then I'm gonna mill the other 9 of them out and see But it looks good. Everything turned out exactly how it's supposed to. So it's been a couple of days since I filmed in the shop. We have a few more flanges done for Archer Fab. We're actually finishing up the 5th one right now. I'm waiting on some material because my supplier has kind of let me down. I should have had it by now. So these 5, I'm gonna get them laser engraved and shipped out to Archer Fab, so he can, you know, if he's not waiting on me. And the other, when my material comes in, I'll go ahead and whip out the other 5. But we have right there, it's gonna be our first LS billet valve cover. We're fixing to start machining it after this flange is done. And what we have is a piece of, it's a 2x5. It's already cut and ready to go. We have, I'll get this computer to come on real quick. Okay, here we go. We have our valve cover completely modeled. We have everything ready for the, let's see, you know, cut all that stuff. So, but what I have to do is I have another piece already over here. This is gonna be the fixture. This one's 7 inches longer. And what it's gonna do is there's gonna be a recess cut the shape of the valve cover here. There's gonna be a threaded hole and a threaded hole, and then there's gonna be a clamp that kind of clamps down the second operation. And it's gonna machine a couple of holes in it. And once those holes are machined, this is gonna have some threaded holes in it. And we're gonna pop some bolts down in there, remove the clamps, and machine the rest of it. But this is gonna go in first as a raw block. Once that's in there, machine the first half. Then we're gonna machine the fixture, then bolt this to the fixture, then stick it back in there. And got this thing stopping so I can clean it up real quick, but it's gonna go in these 2 vices. I got another set of those tall jaws over here that I'm fixing to stick in this side and put the aluminum all the way across and start on that. So we got the machine washed down, looking good in here. Fixing to start loading my tool. I got my rougher in first. Fixing to load all the rest of my tools for the to do the aluminum valve cover. Got all these right here I need to throw in. And as soon as those are in, I'm gonna do all the tool offsets, then fixture offset. I change these vices out, or these jaws out. And I'm gonna start machining the first half of the first valve cover. Stop the time lapse for a minute so I can get a shot of this. That is so neat to me. That is so cool. I think that's a cool looking finish. That's not what the finish is going to look like, because this is actually the bottom side, the underneath side of the valve cover. But man, that looks so cool.
One more time when you were mine.
Well, we had a lot of mishaps on this, but I think we got it figured out on an RPM issue we had trying to helix in. But we've got some weird lines in it. I don't know what that's from, but it's just kind of a finished face for the inside. This is the inside of the valve cover. It turned out pretty good. So I have to build a fixture for it next and machine the other side. But it turned out pretty nice. Everything turned out as it should. So I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think?
I love it.
She loves it. I love it too. Can't stop looking at it. We got op 1 done, fixing to make the fixture. It's just a little small indentation of the valve cover and a couple holes. Got the fixture all done and ready. Looks really good. I'm gonna flip this up, stick it in there, and first I gotta hand drill these the rest of the way because my drill bit wasn't long enough in my mill. And then bolt. Those will bolt through there after a clamp holds it down, finishing the holes on the front side. We got the valve covers put on my personal car. Here you can kind of see the car's pretty much finished. I do need to build some catch cans. I need to change the thermostat out because it's running a little hot. I'm gonna cut this off, weld the bung. I'm gonna do a coolant expansion tank over here. But the valve covers on, they turned out pretty slick. They look real nice. Titanium's looking extra minty. I got it all wrapped up, took it to the track Saturday, and broke the diff. Sheared the pinion gear off of it, and so we weren't able to get any good video of it really. You know, I own a big shop, air conditioning lifts. Pulled the chunk out right here in the driveway to see what's wrong with it so I can order parts. And it snapped the pinion smooth off. And it busted the pinion support. So all that's trash. Spool might be alright, but I'm not gonna risk it. So I'm gonna order a new chunk and get back after it, but that is it for this video. We are fixing to go in the shop, just got out of the pool. Coming in the shop right now to switch the mill back over from aluminum to stainless. And I gotta get washed down, get it all cleaned up, and I have turbo flange order. Yep. I got turbo flange order I gotta do. Got it warming up right now. So, waiting on some more materials. Have a lot of orders of those valve covers. A lot of orders just came in for those from a lot of people. I gotta do some work on the boat and a few other things. Got this Super Raptor truck in here doing some suspension work on. There we go. But anyway, this video has been kind of all over the place. I'll throw a video up of me blowing the chunk out of the rear end out of the car. It didn't make it 60 feet and it fell on its face. But I'll throw some videos of that up here at the end. And but that's gonna be it for this video. I know it was all over the place, but I've been all over the place. So we're just gonna try to make some videos, try to keep it consistent. Hopefully, see where it leads us. See what type of projects we get into. I'm gonna get my car back going and go do some racing and some stuff like that. So we'll see you on the next one.